Hello and welcome to the Briefing Room. I'm Bill Freilich, and it's our weekly roundup of some of the stories that have been making headlines here in Northern Michigan with the people that cover those stories. And with us at the table again this week, Jeremy McBain from the Petoskey News Review. Good to have you in.
Good to be here.
I want to talk about your recent trip to South by Southwest and some of the changes that it has brought, could mean for Petoskey News. Lots of technology, and really what you guys have done digitally at Petoskey News is leaps and bounds over some of the competition throughout the region and the state, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's my goal, is to make the Petoskey News Review the forefront of digital media in Northern Michigan, if not the state. And I was tasked earlier this year with coming up with a conference to go to. And my publisher, my boss, said, I want you to go to something that's got a digital focus, and you can bring some digital leadership back to Northern Michigan. So I said to him, well, I don't want to go to a newspaper conference then. He kind of looked at me funny, and I said, you see, the reason is because newspaper conference, when I go to a newspaper conference, they're talking about stuff that other conferences have talked about 5 years ago. And we always seem to be behind in when it comes to newspaper business, when it comes to digital technology. So I don't want to go to a newspaper conference. I want to go to a digital technology conference. So I threw out South by Southwest, kind of half joking with them, because they have a fantastic technology conference. It's an interactive festival, a digital festival. And he said, yeah, go. So I went down to South by Southwest for a week, and it was amazing what I learned down there of the different technologies that organizations and corporations are working on. And we've got a few initiatives that I brought back with me that I'm starting right away. And one of those is, you see them on our website, is 360-degree videos. And what those are, and we're still working on the technology too, there's some hiccups to it. What those are is videos that will allow you as the user to either on your desktop scroll around and look around with your mouse. So if you're standing in a field, you can use your mouse to look around, turn all the way around, to look up at the sky, look down at the ground. Or if you are looking at it on your mobile device, you can actually move your phone around and look around as though you're standing right there. Yeah. And my company gave me a challenge of, well, we want you to do 5 of these. We're going to get you the camera. And they got me a virtual reality 360-degree camera. We'll get you the camera, and the challenge is you do 5 of these this month. So they got me the camera last week, and I completed 5 of them. As of today, we had 5. So it took us about a week to get 5 videos.
Okay, now, first things first, don't be an overachiever. You're setting the bar too high. They will come to expect more of you. I did want to say, though, that, and I know you've worked with more than one company in your career. I don't know how many, but I've worked with multiple media companies, and it is really nice to hear about the support that you're getting from your publisher in terms of just go. I mean, those kinds of reactions, I think, are few and far between in the management world.
You're absolutely right, and I love working for Schurz Communications, which is the parent company that owns the Petoskey News Review, Charlevoix Courier, Gaylord Herald Times. They're a great media company, and they're very forward-thinking and very much in support of training. And my publisher, Doug Caldwell, fantastic publisher. He's always got my back, and it's very nice, because I've worked for some great publishers in the past, and I've worked for some bad publishers in the past. Mm-hmm. And it's so awesome to be able to have somebody that's got your back like that, and pushing you forward too, pushing you to grow as an employee. and are working for a corporation which is pushing forward too, but also very much focused on quality work. Because you see a lot of these corporations, well, we're going to push forward, but they forget about the quality of their products. Well, they forget about, oh yeah, we've got this print product too that we need to put out. Sure. Schurz doesn't do that. They say we want quality newspapers and we want quality online and our digital items. That's what you want to strive for. So we try that.
How has that excitement rippled through the newsroom? Has there been, I don't know, an increase in demands that puts on employees? Does it, I've been in that position before too, where they say, hey, guess what, we're doing something new on top of everything else you've always been doing. So we're just adding more work. Deal with it. Well, there's always a different way to do it.
Yeah, there is that. As a manager, I have to be very careful when I add more duties to them. That, okay, I'm going to add this to your plate, but I got to take something off of your plate too, because I've been there where they're at, and I know that you can't do everything. So I try to make sure that I'm taking stuff off their plate in order to get them to do these breaking technologies. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not successful in that. Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an awesome manager at doing that, because
when we have your reporters down for the show, we'll ask them.
Yeah, go ahead and ask them, and they'll probably tell you their story. Like, he's an ogre. But the attitude in the newsroom has been very positive in my eyes. There's two teams. There's a digital team and there's a print team, and they have both just grabbed onto their duties and are constantly looking for ways that they can do them better, and looking for ways to expand and add more to, whether it's a print story that they're writing up, whether it's a video that they're doing. They're constantly asking me, well, what if we did it this way? Or what do you think about me doing this kind of story? And 99% of the time saying, yeah, do it. So it's that excitement seems to have filtered down to them as well.
I imagine the 360 cameras has been a fun experiment for the last week or so too.
Oh yeah. I've been just the last couple of days. I've been having to keep an eye on the camera to make sure that it's because people are taking it and oh, I've got an idea and I want to do it with it. And of course, I'm coming up with all these ideas too, and some of my reporters get a little nervous when they see me walking around scratching my chin, thinking I've got an idea. And like I came up with one where I want the reporter to take the camera and put it down where they have chick days at like Gruler's and the Farm and Family and the Tractor Supply. Take the camera, put it down in the middle where all the chicks are at, and let all the chicks come to the camera, and you can look around at all the baby chicks and just think of how cute it would be.
I was going to say, it's got to be a big draw for the readers and the viewers online, yeah.
But my reporters are usually growl and say, okay, we'll try it. And then they'll do it and they'll get all excited about doing it.
All right, so that's just one example. We're running low on time already, but what else from South by Southwest can you tell us that you may be
augmented
implementing?
Reality. I want to bring an augmented reality where you'll be able to take your mobile device, scan it over top of one of our print publications, and it will cause the videos that are embedded within that print publication that you can't see when you look at it unless you have a mobile device will come up out of it. And you'll be able to see them on your phone, almost like 3D images coming up out. Cool. Kind of like think of the Harry Potter newspaper from the movie Harry Potter. Yeah. I can make that happen now. Also, which will have a lot of abilities when it comes to news reporting. Yeah. Also, different ways of doing videos. One of the things I want to do is take the video and put the words of what people are saying right on the screen, because more and more people aren't listening to the audio on these videos. Okay. If you think about when you look at your phone, you're in Facebook, you're going through Facebook, and one of those videos that are autoplay come up, you never turn on your audio. Right. So you put the words on the screen so that they can, and they are engaged longer with it. those are just 3 things that we're taking a look at. I'm looking at digital newsletters. I'm looking at some live streams using Facebook Live and Periscope. So many different things that I've got. Like, I'm trying to chunk them out by, I'm going to do these items in this quarter, and these items in this quarter, and these items in this quarter. And the problem I'm having is I want to do all of it in this quarter.
Right.
And so I got to spread them out.
I've got to believe too that some of your online sales have increased, or at least there's a spike in interest because of all the new things you're doing online. I mean, we've talked before about how much online content can you make free, but now you and many others are selling ad space online too.
Oh, that is one thing I want to mention is that we used to have a pay meter on our site, and you could have 10 free views. We're taking that down. Right now we've set it at 10,000 views because until we can get it all the way off. But that's coming down, and I'm taking a special section of the site and setting aside as a special pay wall, a special section for just subscribers of special content that only they can get.
Okay.
But a majority of the site will be open to everyone.
Free. I was going to ask you about that because I went on the other day and it said you have 10,000 free page views.
Yeah.
Well, that's new and exciting. So good.
Yeah, but as far as the feedback we're getting from advertisers, they're excited on it. I mean, we are starting to get some interest over in that area, and every time I show one of the advertising reps 360 cameras, the augmented reality, their eyes light up and they start to think about the different possibilities when it comes to advertising with us, where I can go into a store and I can do a 360-degree video of that store. So if you're a customer at that store, you can walk into that store virtually, look around what's on their shelves, and I mean, it's a heck of an ad right there.
Cool. Yeah, I'm waiting for the burger and the milkshake to come off the screen for your restaurant ads or something.
I can do that.
I had a feeling you would. Awesome. Well, Jeremy, thanks for being with us. We're out of time already, but it's always good to have you down here.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for coming in. Check out PetoskeyNews.com. Jeremy McBain has been our guest, and this is The Briefing Room. I'm Bill Freilich. We'll see you next time right here.